Oh, and down here, here is the ride where you can take a quick view look around a good portion of the Stronghold.
Oh,
This is a fun ride. And you can also take the ride back so we can wind up just where we were. But I think it gives an awesome view overlooking the Stronghold. And then we can ride it back too. Yeah, they have the ride like that in the Rishi Stronghold as well. One for the ship, and I believe one for the lower area too, where the beach and whatnot are located. So, and here we go. Shocking, I know. More blue mushrooms. You'd think someone just kept going to Osis until she maxed out on how many you could have. Oh yeah, that would be me.
What, 10,000?
Unfortunately, no. Otherwise, I would carpet this whole place with them. Oh, you're only allowed 50.
they're pretty cool. And they look like they illuminate during the dark.
Yeah, they have this undulating light in them, and they also have little spores that float around in the air and glow as well. It's really cool deco. That bench is from Onderon. Onderon Reputation Vendor. And then, of course, have to have a bar, because Star Wars. How can you have lightsabers and not have a cantina? And this is, where did I get this one from? This is different from the other market stall. Okay, this market stall is from the Onderon Reputation Vendor. Yes, if there's a Reputation Vendor that sells decos, I will find them. And here's the poor Twi'lek smuggler begging for armor from the big, mean Tal's bouncer. Oh, another cool thing. I don't know if you guys had noticed on the stat. Put your statues on Yavin. They get a patina of moss and rust. I forget what's the name for rust on like copper.
Tarnish?
And you see on the statues, that only happens if you place the statue on Yavin. You place it anywhere else and it's a normal color of stone and metal. But here they always have oxidation. Yeah, it's the name they have for when copper oxidizes and turns green.
Yeah.
It's tip of my tongue.
Oh, like Verdadero or something?
Verdigris! Thank you! That's
Verdigris.
it. And over this way, more statues, more verdigris. And a big old graveyard. I'd like to have some great explanation for putting it here, but basically it's pretty much involved with BioWare having a 50% off sale on decorations. Although I did donate one to the guild around Halloween.
Halloween, that was probably a good move, yeah.
And then there's up here, although it gets a little tight up here, so could get a little crowded on your rides. But you can go to the top of this tower too. Where I have a lot of people keeping an eye out for I don't know what, but I felt like I should put decorations up here. And it is possible to jump off of here and not be defeated, but there's like one spot. So I don't recommend it because the res spot is all the way at the beginning of Stronghold, and we'll wait for you, Michael. Or you can take the ride.
That
You
wasn't
can
the
ride the
spot.
little speeder. And that'll bring you back over here faster. I'm only laughing because I've done the same thing far too many times to count. And sometimes even before the speeder. Yeah, there's like one sweet spot that you can jump from and have a sliver of health left.
I thought jumping on the gravestone would be appropriate.
It was, wasn't it? And force user gravestone, because again, you know, you died but you're back, just like a lot of force users. And some Thrantas and their babies because and Varactals and their babies because they're kind of obsessed with if there's a mama and baby version of animals, I tend to put them out. And somewhere over here, if you look towards the waterfalls, you also see the rainbow. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can look up and they even put a rainbow, a double rainbow, in the Stronghold.
Oh, yeah. Don't
And then
remember
back
that.
this way, we're almost done, I promise, is the secret cave. Dun dun dun. A little bigger than the one on Alderaan. I really like that hole in the secret cave. But then I have a thing for waterfalls, too.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was in here.
Oh! My pleasure to introduce you to the secret cave on Yavin 4.
What?
And
No
Don the
mushrooms?
Exile. I ran out. Yeah, I pretty much put them all out around Yavin. And I'm almost completely sure I already have the 50. And if you look around Yavin, you'll find 50 sets of 3 mushrooms wherever I could probably put them. And there's poor Don the Exiled Knight. He's from Osis. You guys remember the Don the Exiled Knight story?
Not really. Go ahead and refresh me.
Uh, will add armor sets on the launcher. Don Satil Sean's armor, Don this armor will add Knight armor set, and they wrote out Don the Exiled Knight. And somebody, I believe on Reddit or the forums, I don't know who, not me, I can't take credit, just started riffing off of, they wanted to meet the character named Don the Exiled Knight. And everybody was just having so much fun with that name, and BioWare was a good sport about it and actually created a character on Osis and named him Don the Exiled Knight and wrote up a little short story for him too.
That's good.
So that's Don the Exiled Knight, and you can find out a bit about it as Osis. And this is the end. Nice little hidey hole. Doesn't have a lot of hooks back here, but it's a nice little open area. And there used to be some kind of way to get off of carefully taking the rocks here and go back to the waterfall area near the entrance of the cave. But I don't know if they changed it or if I've just gotten really bad at rock climbing, or possibly both, but I haven't been able to do it in a while. And that is the, sorry if it was a very long time, tour of my Yavin Stronghold.
No, it was good. Yep, I can tell you put a lot of good effort into this.
Oh, wait, thank you.
You know, it's actually changed quite a bit since the last time I saw it. You must be constantly working on these things.
Not this one, not recently. I may have added one or two, but it depends. If it was before I finally decided to make it sort of like it's, I'm not even sure what to call it, home away from home, outpost, a place that had everything in one spot. It was pretty barren. So yeah, if you saw it then, there wasn't a lot to see. But once I decided on that motif, I guess I could call it, I haven't. I'm sorry, I just saw what happened to Hit or Miss, but yeah, I
You
haven't changed a
missed.
lot. So yeah, it must have been a while. Second part of the name this time.
Yeah, this
But yeah,
second.
once I got rolling on that theme, it was I was putting out decorations like crazy. But now it's not at 100%, but I'm pretty happy with the looks. I don't think I'll be making any major changes to it unless you know, things like the on-to-run deck available once only was the true and stalls comes up by six. So doing that. Increase biome size, placing more blue much. Any of those.
I love the entrance, this grand entrance with the 3 huge statues. It's great.
I appreciate your perspective because, you know, after spending so much time with the Stronghold, sometimes I get to the point where I forget to look around. So I really enjoy visitors such as yourself because it reminds me to, you know, take a look around at what I did instead of just being so used to it being there. Oh yeah, that is cool, huh? Which probably sounds really bad coming from the person who decorated it, but I hadn't looked at it in a while.
Well, you know, when I first came in, I didn't even look up, so I didn't notice it. It was only when we climbed up there I realized.
And I promise that since you've already been through Tatooine, this and Tatooine are the most decorated big strongholds for me. Alderaan would probably be a close second, but I still haven't finished decorating Alderaan. So what would you like to do? What is up for Conquest this week?
I'm heading to the front right now.
I think
Okie doke.
for that, I'm going to swap to, I guess, who should I swap to? Maybe my other tank, my Jedi tank.